Okay, hey, there we are, man. This is Share a Beer 360, and it is a very special show. Only comes around once, period, so it goes around. But 360 would imply that it just keeps going around and around and around and around. In the pre-show, we were talking about pies and pie charts, and we just had the National Pie Holiday. And so this being the 360 show, it's kind of in the symbol of a pie. So yeah, we are definitely in that same theme. So welcome. We've got Mark, Barrick, we've got Bum, and Zach.
Zach just joined us. Hey, Zach.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yep,
hear you.
good.
So how you been, Bum?
I've been good, Joe. Been real good.
What are you drinking today?
Okay, on this very special episode of Share a Beer, I am drinking from Sam Adams from their brand new Adventures in Lager variety cake. I'm drinking Double Black.
Oh,
which is
Black.
probably the best one out of the six.
Okay, so is it like an Imperial Black Lager, I guess?
Yeah, 7%.
Okay.
7%,
They had this case very limited quantities last year, and the Double Black is one of the ones that was in last year's version too. Very, very good. If they put this out by itself, I would buy it often. But the case is called Adventures in Lager. It's different.
Adventures in Lager.
Yeah, just came out.
Cool. And as far as you know, the only way to get it is in that pack.
Yeah, to get the Double Black. There's a couple of repeats in the pack. Of course, Boston Lager, Noble Pils is in there, which has been available for years.
Right.
And it's the return of the Double Bock, Double Pilsner, and the IPL. And
okay.
that's it.
Cool. And Mark, what are you drinking, brother? I saw you pouring something.
It's finishing up St. Paddy's Day here. It's got another Murphy's Irish Stout.
Yeah, that's we talked about it. That's the. I mean, it's not bad. It seems like it's just a borrowed recipe from Guinness or something.
Yeah. I think I've got one more of these, and then I've got a PBR and a Monday Night Brewing IPA waiting to go. It's just a warm up beer.
Warm up. And Zach, are you drinking anything right now?
16 ounces of PBR.
All right, there we go.
PBR, nice.
I got a 16-ounce can as well, sitting in my little igloo cooler. Yep. PBR me ASAP.
Yes.
Recovering from a pneumonia. So.
Really, pneumonia?
Yeah.
Did you have that last week? Is that why you were kind of out of it?
No, I was fucking tired probably.
Yeah.
No, it's just, fuck, man, you push yourself so hard
Yep.
I've been working on this big contract for like 4 months, and it finally, everything went through. And then, like when you push yourself so hard that your body kind of just gives up.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of what it was.
So anything you want to announce, or wait a while?
Yeah. As of Friday, as of last week, Chain Reaction signed with the distributor.
Oh, cool!
Oh, right on, man.
Congrats, huh?
Yeah, congrats. Yes.
We signed with Tivoli Distribution. So that's just a statewide deal, but it'd be nice. It takes the beer statewide. We have real similar growth plans as far as slow but steady growth. So yeah, it should be fun. The launch party is on Friday night, so that'll be good. And then the sales launch is next Friday. So
cool. That's awesome.
8 brands are signed on. As far as 8 different beers from us are signed on.
Okay.
So.
Right on. What beers?
Belgian Rice Stout. And we ended up giving a couple of the beers names. So we got the Belgian Rice Stout, the Groundskeeper's Red Ale, Polyolly Pale Ale, Converter IPA, Pink Peppercorn Saison, Orange Cream Ale. There's always money in the Banana Stand Heffenweizen, and Edinburgh Scottish Ale.
Right on, man. That's
Awesome.
a great lineup, yeah.
So you're going to be doing
pretty fun.
kegs or cans or?
It's all kegs right now.
Okay.
It sets me up to hopefully, generate the revenue to do bombers of 2 to 3 beers. Hopefully by the end of summer, and then I'd like to be canning this time next year.
Okay.
Man, that's good news, man.
Yeah.
That is.
That's awesome.
That is. That's
yeah,
good news.
it's been a crazy 4 months, but I had a buddy that works with them down at the brewery, and because Tivoli's also a brewery here in Denver, if anybody's familiar. Tivoli was one of the oldest breweries in Denver. Shut down. When did it shut down, Mark? In the 80s?
Yeah, like the early 80s. 82, 83,
then,
maybe, something like that.
And then it just reopened. They just reopened the brewery last year, but about 5 years ago they started up a distribution company. They're real famous for their Helles and their Buck beer and stuff like that.
Yeah, German beers. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's about 20 different breweries in their catalog. Pipeworks out of Chicago is signed on with them.
Oh, cool.
Which is a good name. Big choice. A lot of good Denver breweries. So, but it was a long 4 months putting all of it together and writing the contract and making sure everything was good to go and
yeah.
just being safe about everything.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you want to make sure it's worthwhile to do at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's definitely added a few gray hairs. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty fun.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's great news, man. That is good. That is good, man. It's definitely. What kind of growth are you having now, Zach? What?
Every month gets better than last. I mean, last year the winter was really slow. This year it wasn't really. It was slower. But now we're finding, our spring is just doubling what it did last year, and pretty crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything just, you start seeing the beers just fly out the door to where, you're doing 60 kegs worth of beer sold out of your tap room, and then, your goal is to sell that, if not double that, out of your tap room. So.
Well, you're taking full advantage of the 7-barrel system.
Yeah, so we'll be really ramping that up. We're going to give 3 months to see what the projection is on which beer, because there's always a front runner. I mean, with any brewery, every brewery has that one beer, right? We're going to give it 3 months to see what the out of tap room projection looks like, and then we'll buy a 20-barrel fermenter, and we'll just triple brew that beer into a 20-barrel fermenter. All the time. So we'll do that probably here in June or July.
So you're going to be looking for your Dales or your Fat Tire or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is. Your Sweetwater 420. The Kilt Lifter for Joe down there from those guys.
Yeah. No.
I'm not sure where Bum lives, but
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Let me see. Fatheads.
Yeah.
Got it.
What would be their number one beer from Fatheads? I don't know.
Got to be that IPA, right?
The Headhunter, yeah.
Yeah,
Headhunter IPA.
Headhunter, because Headhunters, I think, won a medal for that like 3 years in a row or something now.
Yeah, I believe so. It's got a great reputation. That had
So yeah, you kind of look for that beer. So we'll see. I think it's between 4 of them. We did just get a write-up in the 5280 magazine of the local journalist or whatever voted our Scotch Ale the new generation's old chub.
Oh, cool.
So
That's awesome.
There's a big hit on that one right now.
Yeah.
The Pale Ale was in the medal rounds of GABF last year. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Pink Peppercorn and the Orange Cream always just are crazy sellers.
Mm-hmm. The Scottish ales, man, they're getting popular all over the place. I know Monday Night Brewing here in Atlanta. I mean, their biggest one is Drafty Kilt, which is their Scotch ale.
Yeah. I love a good Scotch ale. What I like about ours is I geared mine after having a couple of beers with Doug Odell, talking about 90 shilling. Because 90 shilling, I always think, is one of the best beers around, but it's labeled as Scotch ale, and I don't think it's really a Scotch ale. But that beer used to be, when he would brew it in his garage, apparently, this really, it was a little bit maltier, a little bit higher alcohol. So I kind of geared it towards that, and it turned out really well.
Yeah, 90 shilling that's their beer. I mean, that's their signature beer. I mean, it has been for 25 years probably.
Yeah, you'll be surprised when you come back up. Fort Collins Brewery actually just went through a huge rebrand.
Oh wow! Okay.
Rocky Mountain IPA does not exist anymore.
Huh? What'd they do?
They got rid of it, and it's now Hophenge, I want to say. It's like this super West Coasty IPA.
Okay.
Major Tom's, they changed the recipe on.
That's interesting.
It's Red Banshee stayed pretty much the same. But yeah, rebranded, all new. They're canning all their stuff now. Totally different.
New labels, the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big change. Now they built a new brewery out in the air park, didn't they? Isn't that where they expanded out?
Yes.
A few years ago. Okay. Well, we're gonna be out there in May, so.
I'll be around.
Joe, there you go, Joe. May.
Is May okay? May's the time frame? So
mid to end of May is what we're looking like. Yeah.
Mid to end.
May's a great month up here.
Yeah, I've got a nephew that's graduating high school.
Oh, okay. So that's what we're.
It's around. It's going to be the weekend before Memorial Day is when their graduation is. So I mean, either before or after that. I mean, we've got the flexibility on either end. So that would be awesome to get together for a couple of days in Denver.
Yeah.
We got a designated driver, like I said. Him has already volunteered. So.
We're gonna need a stronger designated driver.
14-hour drive or an hour and a half plane ride, Joe.
I'm a little beefier.
We're good. We'll pony up. We'll get like a Yukon or something.
We're gonna.
And I'm sure Zach's got like an extra dolly or something. We can wheel you out and dump you in the back. You load up a couple kegs or a Joe. Either one is good. Yeah.
Let me see. So that's the very, very last week in May.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much, but now I can because I've got a little more time freedom than I did before. So I don't have to ask for permission to go anywhere. I can just like plan it and go now.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
whatever that weekend is.
30th. Memorial Day.
Memorial Day's the 30th, so we would be there the week before that. I mean, the week before that is the. So that would be what, the 22nd? I guess Saturday the 22nd is their graduation, I guess.
Okay.
So we're kind of tied up that weekend, but we could do before that or after that. You know, so we're.
Oh, I feel you. Okay.
Just as a warning, that week we may need dollies for both of you because May 16th through the 22nd is American Craft Beer Week.
Oh, man.
And if you want to party, that's a good time to be in Denver.
Oh, well then shit's probably already getting booked up then if it's for the weekend of the 20th through the 22nd. That would be the big weekend, I would imagine.
You don't see a huge, we don't get a lot of travelers for that week, I don't think, but we definitely see some awesome beer tappings that week.
Even still, though, you probably, because that happens over here, with certain events, you know what I'm saying? People that live all the way on the other end of town or something, and they're going to get hammered, they want to stay close, even if it's just for a night. That way they can,
Yeah, and we got the light rail up here, If you are looking, I know a lot of people like to just stay in the tech center near a light rail station and jump into Denver that way. I believe next week they're actually opening a new light rail station in Denver.
Cool.
Takes you into the River North area, which is really helpful.
Yeah. So think about that, Joe. If I can work on your end, that'd be awesome. We can get together.
Yeah.
The 21st and 22nd, that Friday, Saturday, we're kind of tied up, but the week before, the week after, we're good. We've probably got a week. Either way.
I leave for Seattle on June 2nd.
Oh, yeah, we'll be.
Oh, okay. So it's.
I might have to be. We will probably. The latest we would be there is probably Memorial Day weekend. If we were to do anything, we'd probably come back on Memorial Day, that type of thing. We kind of do that week, like the 20th through the 28th or whatever.
Oh,
would be the latest. Or we could do like the 16th through the 23rd. So we've got flexibility on either end of that. Either a week before or after the 20s, whatever that Saturday is. We could do before or after. So we're good on that.
Okay. I think, okay, well that that gives me something to start looking at. I'm not seeing any birthdays or anything in that time frame that are gonna hinder me.
That'd be cool.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see anything. That's what I was going through, was just to make sure. The only thing that would come up is that. And then I'll talk to you more about it later, but I am home shopping. So if something were to be going down like that, that would be the only thing that would, possibly. So we'll just.
Oh, come on! What's more important, a house or? Really? Jeez.
Really? Right.
Priorities.
Yeah.
House or a drunk and drug-induced time in Denver.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely due to go, and so it might be one of those things that even if I were to be getting a house, if I bought and paid for everything already, then it's like, okay, so I'm just gonna go do this, and then I'll be back.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Let's keep in touch here and over the next couple of weeks, Joe. See if we can set something up, and that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I definitely wanna check Zach out over there, and if we could, that'd be good, man.
There's only 20 breweries within about 10 minutes of me. So.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a craft beer desert. There's nothing there. Zach's like the only thing. He's the only thing within 100 feet of his brewery. That's about it.
Okay, so in that theme, right? In that
there we go.
theme,
Perfect segue.
What beer city would you? We already know Zach's answer, but what beer city would you move to, or do you have a top 3 list of cities that are known for beer in your opinion? It doesn't have to be
worldwide or America.
Yeah, worldwide. What city would you move to based on their beer. In your opinion, I mean, strictly your opinion, it could be like, hey, man, I really like this little town over there because they got this one brewery, and then it's all your opinion. What do you say, Bum?
To give that some thought because I mean, I'll usually pay attention to the breweries that I like, where they're at, but I don't know. I'm quite happy. If I had no choice but to stay here, I would be quite happy remaining here because there's a lot of good breweries popping up around in this area.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is becoming a kind of a hotbed. Yeah.
Well, Philly is just blown up.
Yeah.
Philly is going crazy right now.
Yeah, that's well, and plus Pittsburgh, you've got all that great food, and it's just like a cool city.
Mm-hmm.
Just in general, it's just a cool city.
Yep.
It is.
Bum, if you're ever out in like Lancaster, I know it's a ways from you, or Reading, Pennsylvania, go check out Chatty Monks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guy he's jumped on here a couple of times. Greg's his name. I trained him as my original assistant. He was my original assistant brewer.
I remember.
And,
Okay.
He moved back to Pennsylvania to be with his family, but he's brewing for those guys now.
Oh,
so
awesome!
Definitely a good brewery to check out.
I'm going to be making my way almost to Lancaster, probably 2/3 of the way from here to Lancaster, about a month from now. I'm going to Harrisburg, and a lot of good breweries out there. Trogs, Appalachian.
Oh, yeah.
And last year on my trip, we went to the Mudhook Brew Pub in York, PA. And they have some good stuff.
Wow.
Golden Road, if you can make it out to those guys, is great. A lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, so Pennsylvania's a good state.
Yeah.
So, Mark, what would your answer be?
Well, Denver would have to be in the top 3. I mean, just because of all the other stuff that goes with it. I really enjoyed Portland. Portland was a pretty good town. And then I'm gonna toss in Asheville, North Carolina. And kind of in that whole area, Western North Carolina, has really seen a lot of New Belgium opened up there, Sierra, Oscar Blues. There's a lot of smaller craft brewers in that area. I mean, and then if you go international, I'd add some place in Belgium, some little town that's like in the middle of all that crap in Belgium, whatever that is. I'd go there.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with all those.
But all those Belgian breweries. I mean, every little town in Belgium has a brewery or two. It seems like so.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
And what would Zach's answer be?
Man, I don't know. I'm going to Seattle, so I'll check that one out. But I'd have to say, Portland's up there. San Diego would be huge.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Philly. I'd say Grand Rapids, but I just don't.
Eric's from up there. He'd go there, right? Yeah. Eric's going to Michigan.
I'm going back to Grand Rapids, actually.
Really?
So, I've always, every time because I've wanted to go to Grand Rapids, and then every time I say that, somebody else goes, "What the fuck do you want to go there for?" And so, I do want an honest opinion because I hear it's a pretty cool city.
Well, it's
everybody else tells me it's terrible.
It's just like the song that LL Cool J made. I'm going back to Grand Rapids. Going back to Grand Rapids. That really good rap song Cool J made. You know what I'm saying?
I think we need the fact checker. Let's go fact checker. Let's see if Cool J made the record. Going back to Grand Rapids.
I'd really like. I think London would be cool too. Somewhere in England. But Italy has an amazing beer scene.
dude, Italy.
Italy has opened
Yeah.
500 breweries in the last like year and a half.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That'd be
no,
awesome.
Italy is blowing up. They on all those little craft beer shows that are on TV, those like reality shows. They always go to Italy right now.
Oh.
Like it is.
Plus, they got
really,
hot chicks there too. I mean, yeah.
One
please.
of the bartenders from Falling Rock Tap House here in Denver actually spent like a whole summer over there researching the whole beer culture over there, and he wrote a book about it.
I love that part, researching beer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's.
He ended up writing a book about
it's just
it.
research, man. Just research.
Amazing.
I don't want to do this at all.
I hate researching. Man.
Oh, shit.
This research is killing me.
A buddy of mine that's a personal chef. He went over to do some like cooking classes and stuff in Italy, and he went to the Delirium tasting room.
Oh.
And we've all had Delirium Tremith and all that, and not Turum. And
Oh yeah.
he shows me the picture of the flight. The flight is 8 full 16-ounce beers.
Oh man, and that's not weak beer. I mean, that's big beer. That's big boy beer there.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Buddy.
8
Yeah.
16-ounce beers. Oh, you'd be.
You know, that's what you got to do now, Mark. Is, you know, okay, let's load up, man. I mean, you know, come on, babe, we got to go do some more research, man. I'm writing that book.
I'm all about research, man. I got damn more research.
You know, some authors, man, it takes them 20 years to write one book. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got to get it just right. And
What if you research it right?
yeah,
I'm
it's
a
just,
researcher.
you know,
And I'm really doing all my own research. I don't need a research associate. I do all my own research, so I can fact check it as I go.
yeah, this is
You
definitely.
can't trust other people's research. You got to do your own.
This ain't something exactly. You got to do your own research, you know. So I need someone to assist me in my research. And so you're not really a DD. You're just my research assistant, really. You know, and you're more of an observer, so that you can her afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. yeah. You're the escort. You know, us researchers, we need escorts, and you know, so yeah. Hey, Barrett, I don't know if you heard that question, but what beer city or top 3, if you need to, would you move to? What city, based on their beer, no matter how big or small, just in your opinion, would you move to? What would be your place if you could move to a city based on beer?
Wow. You know what? I'm moving to Grand Rapids, and I have been told by all my friends and family, all the little towns around Grand Rapids, like Rockford, Greenville, all these tiny little towns, all have tons of breweries and home brew supply stuff. So I'm going to say, hey, I'm looking forward to that.
I hear it's an awesome beer city, and I've had nothing but great beer from there. I mean, New Holland's up there, Dark Horse,
Founders,
Bell's.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I mean
You got all the big boys up, you know, and I just got somebody, this little town of Greenville, which is just a little tiny town. There's 2 craft brewery places there.
Yeah.
They've got a church, a bank, a post office, and 2 breweries.
Well, if you got more breweries than churches, you're doing good.
Yeah. Well, the key is to have the churches next to the breweries so that you can, you know, confess, you know, afterwards. You know, you're like, you know,
You can just like stumble over and confess right after.
yeah, forgive me, Father.
There's too much research. Too much research.
There was just so much research going on, and you know, the numbers are incredible, and you know.
I had to make a pie chart, and then just
you know, the red all of a sudden it shot up on me. The red shot up, and the blue part just kind of stayed there and got squished by the red part,
My brother told me. My brother says that there's like 6 craft beer supply places within a very small radius.
Yeah.
Cool.
He says, you know what? I've got to drive 50 minutes to get to the closest one here in Florida.
Wow.
He says like in a 15-minute drive, there's like 6 or 7 craft beer supply places. Hallelujah. He said the closest one where I'm moving is like 2 minutes away.
So that was.
You just walk there. You just walk and get your beer.
Oh, yeah.
We got an official Barrick announcement right here on Share Beer. I mean, the whole world tuned in right there, man. Barrick is moving.
Yep.
So that was.
I am moving a week from tomorrow.
Oh, wow. So like, wow, that's fast. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Look.
Oh, yeah, you are moving.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Take all the cases of Cigar City that you can, and
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's not going to be a problem, right? They're going to be distributing now, right?
we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, you
Well,
know,
at least you wait until spring to move up there. You get a good 6 or 8 months before it gets cold again.
let me say this. The people that turned me on to craft beer was New Holland because I lived right down the road from them before they got popular.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And I am still looking forward to just drinking New Holland.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Mad Hatter, I love. Their pumpkin beer is one of my favorite. Ichabod.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ichabod's good. Cool.
Anyway, it's all good.
Yeah.
As far as beer goes, I'm moving away from this desolate area of craft beer.
Mm-hmm.
Moving into craft beer heaven.
Yeah.
So you're moving from a craft beer desert to a craft beer heaven.
Amen, my brother. Come on, preach it, Joe.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
There's so much good stuff. You may not want to brew your own anymore.
Oh no, because I can make it for like a third of the cost. So.
Yeah.
I've heard that
Yep. There goes Zach.
Haha, the Google God got to him finally.
They finally caught up to Zach.
Yeah, he was pushing his luck. He
Yeah.
was
It's
pushing
like
his
a
luck.
few weeks in a row with no problems, and they're like,
Yeah.
"That's it."
Yeah. Boom. Just
You got Googled.
remind you.
Congratulations, you've been Googled.
Yes, you
And,
have
you know,
been
there
Googled.
there's one brewery around here, kind of local thing, and their beer just tastes like shit.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, and I hate to say it, but man, it's just not good.
If you make any enemies, you'll be gone in a week anyway. So.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who they are.
Okay. All right.
And
You
there's
do that the day before you move. You just say, "Here's who it is."
actually,
But they know who they are.
They know who they are.
there's 2 of them within about a 30-minute drive of me. The other one is pretty good, but everything they make is high gravity.
Oh, okay. They don't
If
make
you
any.
go there and have a session IPA, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, that's a problem, We've talked about that.
$9.
Yeah. Man, I just, I don't need nothing that serious all the time,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I might go and have 1 or 2, but man, you just
Yeah.
it's not a place you're going to hang out, listen to a band and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hang out for 4 or 5 hours. Man, somebody's going to have to carry me to my car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
am I
Yes,
back
but
yet?
Yes, you're back.
Fucking.
See, you were pushing it. You were, hey, in all fairness,
Fuck them. I'm fucking using Chrome today. They can all go to hell.
you're pushing it. You know better. You know better.
Shit.
You're a grown ass man. You know better. You were pushing the Google God.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just came in at the end of the session thing. I like the session ales, but can we all just figure out what the hell the difference is between an extra pale ale, and a session IPA?
Well, Zach,
They're all about the same. They've all kind of morphed into the same thing, haven't they?
there's major differences between them, right? I mean, there's
There is no such thing as a session IPA. That is called a pale.
Yeah. All that is an IPA with under 5% ABV. I mean, I think that's what qualifies as a session IPA anymore.
Yeah, let's see, and yeah,
Yeah, and that yeah.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. There's all kinds of differences.
But then it's like, what the hell is an extra pale ale? Like a Rolling Rock claims to be an extra pale ale.
Oh, those
It's extra pale, that's for sure.
those lines. I mean, we'll look at Dale's Pale Ale for Christ's sake. It's the classic, but it's there's so many pale ales that are more IPA than pale ale. That's for sure. In my opinion.
Yeah.
You know.
But then because then don't we get into the conversation of English style IPAs, which English beers are typically lower in alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Nobody's calling those session IPAs.
Yeah, they just call them English Pale Ale or English IPAs or Indian Pale Ales. And they're like 5% basically. They're typically 5%.
Yeah, I mean a lot of their beers are 5.
I mean, in England, I think all the way down to 3. I mean, the English don't drink huge beers. I mean, a double in England is like 7%.
Yeah, yeah. But they drink like 8 gallons of it a day, so that's why 3%.
They're like, yeah, let me go on a lunch break so I can have some more beer. You know, I mean, yeah.
Zach. When I say session IPA, maybe that's a wrong term. But I just like
no. He's
hops. I like a lot of hops, but I don't like really high gravity.
Well, yeah, that was just my question of what's the difference between extra pale ale, and session IPA? Because I think they're all kind of the same thing anymore.
I think it's what they put on the label.
It's
pretty much it.
It's pretty much that is it. And the line from IPA to pale ale has been blurred now for 10 years. I mean, it's been nuts. You know, it's just. It's like it's the line goes like that all the way up and down. It's nuts, you know.
Well, it would be one thing if they hadn't added 5 categories of IPA, but now you've got these West Coast IPAs that are lighter grain bills than some pale ales, but they're ridiculous, 80, 90 IBUs.
I have a good analogy here.
Yeah, let's hear the analogy. I want to.
As far as what you call different beer styles, if you're a musician, same question can apply. What's the difference between A sharp and B flat? It's the same note. It all depends on the setting that you're in.
Yeah, that's a good analogy because you have those things that happen with music, and
but
yeah,
not technically. Technically, there is a difference between A sharp and B flat, but not really.
Yeah. Is it just nomenclature, or is there a real difference? I can't remember.
I can't either, but technically there is.
Okay.
Something, but really there's not.
Yes, yeah.
There is, but there isn't. Yeah.
We just had that. Well, technically, yeah, I guess not.
I mean, really, theory-wise, there's a difference between an A sharp and a B flat, but realistically, there's not.
Well, just like the beer styles, then.
Amen, my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
It's
anymore.
going to be hard for anyone to go with me on music theory, but I'll take them on.
Oh no, I know nothing about music theory. I'm a wannabe musician. I would never debate you on that.
You know what's funny is I just shot in front of the Musical Instrument Museum here in Phoenix. Sunday. That's actually where my photo shoot was. Is right in front of the music. It's called the MIM here in Phoenix. If you ever have a chance to go, you should check it out if you're really into music. But yeah, that's where that photo shoot took place. Now that you're mentioning all that about music.
Speaking of photography, and Beric's favorite topic.
Yeah. He just cut out right now.
Yeah, that's Beric's equivalent to Google.
My brother actually got on the news for his photography this week.
Oh, awesome!
Oh, really?
He was out taking pictures at the state park, kind of wandering around, and ended up finding a big old pile of dead animals. It's where the road crews have been dumping all the roadkill.
Instead of actually processing them the right way? Yeah.
Yeah, they've been dropping them off the side of the highway. Well, and they land right next to this body of water where people paddle boat and all this stuff, and so all the runoff of these rotting animals has been going into the lake, this big reservoir. So he ended up sending the pictures to the news, and they put them on the news, and ended up pissing the city off pretty good.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Shit! Now we gotta go move them things.
Yeah,
Fucking
exactly.
Tommy, I told him not to put it there.
Yeah.
All right, Larry, get that truck and shovel up them dead animals. Got to take it to the landfill.
Put them on the other side, stupid. Yeah.
Put them in the trees where nobody can find them.
Yeah. Put them up there. Yeah. Yeah. Throw them in the trash like the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, that's well, hey, you just want them to know your name. So yeah, your brother's name is out there now, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool. So,
also, Chain Reaction got a new website. If anybody wants to.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Screen share time.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that shit.
Joe do it. He's the master of screen share.
It's just chainreactionbrewingco.com. But yeah,
Chain Reaction what?
Brewingco.com.
Yeah.
But yeah, we redesigned our website to hopefully make it a little bit more.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I'll be sharing the screen here.
Oh, cool.
We'll take a tour. Love it. Yeah. You know what I love. I'm like Greg when it comes to dates, and I'm anti-date when it comes to websites, man. I'm like, God, I hate putting my darn birthday in there. Nice. So I can go right to the beers. Love this, man. Nice and quick. Love it. Simple. Oh, yeah, I love the animation in there.
Simulated bubbles. That's good.
Yeah.
That's always good.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, and like you said, you've got names now, so...
Yeah, and it keeps up to date with what's on tap for that. What's actually on tap right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first 8 are always there, but as you scroll down, some of those change.
Okay, all right. Cuddle Sessions.
Cuddle Sessions, Magic Carpet Ride. Magic Carpet Ride's one of my favorites right now.
Lost Lager. Wow, even your lager's 7.6.
Session beer. It's Colorado.
Colorado. It is Colorado. Yeah, it's like
we just actually tapped that one Saturday, and it was for we do a collaboration fest up here, to where you have to collaborate with another brewery.
Oh.
Yeah, to do it, and it's kind of a cool deal because
Lone Tree Brewing.
We took the idea and we put a traditional Pilsner lager base together, and then fermented it on the cold side with the Belgian ale yeast. So it's not actually a lager, but it's that's why we called it the Lost Lager, because when have you ever had a Belgian lager?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, so this is cool. So you've got your schedule up here, things that are happening. Yeah, this is very nice and clean. I like this.
That's the food trucks and different events. Find us.
Yeah, very nice, man. Very good.
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice rework of what it was before. It's very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it came out well.
Cool. Very good. Taste of Texas.
Who you using for your backbone? Is it like Squarespace or?
I'm not allowed to touch that stuff.
Oh, okay. So you hire a guy and then he okay.
I have a buddy that I pay in beer to do all that.
Yeah, hey man, I would.
He's like, if you want a good website, that's going to take a lot of beer.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then,
Well,
I had
wait a minute, Mark. You gotta rephrase that because that is total. That is the okay. Look, you want me to do a proper website? I have to research your product.
That's right. Yeah. Research. Lots of research. Good thing, lots of research.
I'm gonna need
Market research. Market research.
lots of research material. You know, um, you know.
Man, that's funny.
Yeah, nicely done, nice and clean.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it, man. I like it.
Very nice.
I like it. It is so. There's apparently no limit to the research. that gets
More research.
you're always updating the website, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, did you see the latest update on your website?
More research.
Get a beer.
More research, buddy. Yeah, more research. Hey, glass is getting a little empty here, pal.
I like that. Featuring great beer and better company.
Yeah.
That's cool. Very nice.
Yeah, and a local of mine ended up helping out. He kind of just, I have the best locals in the world. He just in his free time at work came up with most of what you see. It was just a mock website that he did in his free time.
Mm-hmm.
Hooked up with my web guy, and my web guy was like, "Holy shit, you got a lot more talent than anybody knew about." And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, hell yeah, we want to make it better. So they got together, spent a couple of nights at the bar, just hanging out on their laptops, fixing everything.
Is that Kevin? Is that the guy who did it?
That would be Kevin Hughes, yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm on his site now.
Yeah,
ColoradoHughes.com.
he's an interesting dude, man.
Yeah. Passion for craft beer and a good hockey game. Guess he's an Avalanche fan, huh?
He's a
Uh-oh.
asshole. He's
Okay.
from Bruins Patriots guy
Oh, okay.
and Avalanche.
Well, that's good, man.
But a cool picture on his website, I think, as far as like photography and editing go, as far as how he in his profile picture,
Mm-hmm.
the side of his face was able to work in the mountains,
Yeah.
dream,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that kind of cool stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool. He's got the mountains for the hat. He's got the forest for his beard. That is
Well,
awesome.
he actually just masked that in, but it's still it's a cool picture. It's
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mountains and trees, Aspen, you think that's Colorado. I mean,
Yeah.
that's basically it. Branding,
Yeah.
web design. Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is
Thompson Media. He's done some good things. Cool.
yeah. And anybody, did graphic design if they're into see that's my problem is I'm just not a designer. Like I can't. I have a hard time in my mind putting that together. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, you got to think a little differently to do it. I mean,
you really do, and that's why some of the graphic designers that have gone over to photography end up, doing so well because they're already that kind of artist. They've got both those arts working.
Ah! Someone's taking over my phone.
Mine too.
Whoa!
How the fuck did I turn it off?
Ah!
It won't quit ringing.
Yeah. They must have upgraded their Hangouts app or something because now it's just like.
Hey Zach,
all
no,
over.
we know why your phone won't quit ringing. Come on now, yeah, that's my special ringtone. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's anyway, I'll get to my real quick my little beer list because for me there would be a top three, and because I definitely like that
You
whole.
lived overseas. Oh.
I definitely would want to I've already been to Germany, so I wouldn't do that. And Ireland for me is really high. I would love to check out Dublin. You know what I'm saying, and just do that whole thing for a while, or London, like
Mhm.
Zach said. And then for me, I kind of consider, because once you go up there, like Portland and Seattle are kind of so close together. I kind of like that whole general Northwest area as far as beer goes, you know.
Mhm.
So I would definitely check out Portland or Seattle for sure, because Seattle's a sneakier place too, because they definitely have some good breweries out of there, and they've kind of fallen out of the limelight here recently, but just out of the attention of most people, you know, that
Mhm.
because they are brewing some great beers up there. So, and if you're into tech, you know,
Mhm.
Seattle's another cool place to go to. So, but Portland, you know, you've got so much good food, you know, all that stuff happening. So, but Dublin for sure is on my bucket list, man. I definitely am gonna be going there sooner or later. Hopefully more sooner than later, but we will see.
That
You
would be
know,
fun. Yeah.
but yeah, if I can get this Denver trip out of the way, because I've been wanting to go to Denver to check Zach out. So yeah, sooner than later would be good for that. So if I'm kind of forced into it, Mark's kind of got the gun to my back. Hey,
Yeah, I
dude,
do. You get a show.
We'll
May.
take you down.
May.
And you got to go to. You got to hit Falling Rock while you're here. There's a good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, there's Fallen
But-
Rock, Chain Reaction, and then any other number of stuff. So much there.
But
Yeah,
in brewery news before we leave, Joe, I can't believe you haven't brought it up yet.
well, I've got a few stories here. We just never got to them. But
Your favorite brewery is one of them. It's your favorite brewery has announced they're opening a second location.
oh, what brewery is that?
Deschutes will be
Oh.
opening an East Coast brewery.
That's right. Yeah, but
Oh,
that's
wow.
kind of. It's not. I mean, they've
But-
kind of been talking about that.
But
for
they
a while.
announced the location. They're not going to go to Asheville like everybody else.
Where are they going?
Starts with an R, like RONKANE.
Oh, Roanoke, Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Huh.
That means we're going to get the shoots here in a year or two.
I think it's hilarious that I could not pronounce it, but somehow I closed my eyes and I could see the spelling of it.
You know what? That's funny because sometimes I do that with
Mhm.
words that are difficult. You know what I'm saying? I can
Mhm.
sometimes
Just
remember
can't pronounce them.
like the spelling for, and you know why? Because I think sometimes the letters like mix me up, but I can like take a snapshot of what it looked like and remember the picture of the. Yeah, I do that.
See,
it's weird.
Greg lives pretty close to Roanoke, if I remember
I was just
right.
thinking about that.
Yeah.
He was the first person that came to mind. Yeah.
But didn't Greg move or was in the process of moving or something?
I don't know about that.
I don't
He
know.
said he may move to Florida soon, Zach.
Oh, okay.
I'll say, so Barrett's going to move to Michigan, and
Yeah.
Greg's going to take his place in Florida.
That's all that's happening, and you know, is Greg is taking over Barrick's place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Barrett's going to, Greg, I'm moving. You got a house right here. Just move down. Come on.
Well, because I think if I remember right, I think Barrick got in the show because Greg would be there.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
Barrick was Greg's biggest fan. So if I remember right,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that's how
Yeah.
he even came to the show.
Yeah. Barrett was stalking Greg, and then Greg was in, and then Barrett figured out that the show was here. So.
And Stone announced that they were going to build one out there too, right?
Oh wow! I didn't know that. Huh.
Stone, I don't know if it'll be in that area, but I know Stone was going to do an East Coast one as well.
That makes sense.
Because Stone opened their one in Belgium now.
Well, they already have pretty good distribution here on the East Coast, but this will just give them more volume, I guess. Yeah, because we get a lot of their stuff here already, at least in Atlanta. But maybe do you get much Stone in Pittsburgh, Bum? I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't know if we get everything, but there's a pretty good amount of stone that comes
Okay.
here. It's been available here for years.
Okay. That's what I thought. I thought they had pretty good, and we get all the regular stuff plus a few of their specialty things. Not everything. So maybe that'll increase with the East Coast Brewery.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen any of the Enjoy By series here.
Okay, so we get all the Enjoy Buys. We get most of them. Not all. We get most of them here, it seems like, which is good.
And sorry for blowing up all your guys' phones there.
Couldn't shut it off.
Zach, you always say screw Google. I'm not going to say screw Google, but I will say screw Google Plus.
Okay.
That might be more my issue.
Yeah.
Because it took me a few months to learn how to use Gmail, but now I love it.
Mm-hmm. No, it works. It works really well. You've got a lot of flexibility in setting it up and everything. So.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The whole Google suite really is pretty.
I mean,
pretty darn nice.
That's what we're using for our companies. We're using Google Business, Google Apps and all that stuff business-wise.
Oh yeah, business-wise. Yeah, because they take anything and it's always online. You can work on documents with multiple people.
Oh, that's great.
It's just
perfect sense.
Yeah, I as a matter of fact, I just had that conversation in a bar a week ago because I was overhearing the people next to me talk about trying to run their business, and I was like, you might want to talk to your, they have a tech guy and everything, and I was like, you might want to talk to your tech guy about just using Google for all that stuff you're talking about,
It's real easy.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
All right, guys, well, thanks for the... That'll be the end of this show 360, man. The show just keeps going round and round and round.
So you've got to land in Denver on a Tuesday and do a share a beer from Denver. There you go.
Hey, there we go, Joe. That's the target. That Tuesday, whatever that date that is, on either side of the week of the 22nd, we could do a share a beer from Chain Reaction.
For Chain Reaction, yeah, that would be cool. We might do a special weekend show.
I'll do that.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, we could probably, if we're there, we could definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've got my laptop, and so we could we can make that happen. But yeah, thanks for everybody for showing up. I appreciate it, man. That'll be the end of show 360.
In the can, as somebody said. In the can.
It's all in the can. Appreciate it, man. We'll see you guys.
See you, Zach. Take care, Joe.
Peace out, man.